Hey everyone, I'm John. This is Phil. Welcome to another episode of Grub Masters. Today we are doing Irish soda bread. As you can see, it's kind of snowing out. Phil normally does this inside in his kitchen. I coaxed him to come outside and do it with us because we're kind of crowbarring into the outdoor cooking channel. His soda bread is just absolutely fantastic. You know, I bought this one in the store. You know, it's probably okay. I mean, it's kind of, I could tell as soon as I cut into this, it's just going to crack. It's going to crumble all over the place.
Yeah, but John, it's got that pretty paper on it.
It does have a pretty paper. You might take this off, put it on yours. So, you know, I love this stuff with my corned beef and cabbage. It's that time of year, so we're lucky enough to get Phil to come here today and help us show how to make this. So, Phil, why don't you tell us a little bit about the recipe?
I've had this recipe for quite a few years. It's been in the family for a while, and I've tweaked it a few times over the years, and this is pretty much what I came up with. I mean, it's a great recipe. It's easy to do, and it's a good hearty bread. To begin with, I start with 4 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. I give that a quick spin.
So just incorporate all your dry ingredients up front.
Right. I'm just putting all the dries all together, give them a quick stir. From there, I put in a half a cup of shortening, and I have to chop that in with a pastry blender.
Stick to the end of this video because the true secret comes at the end. We're gonna bake this off in a Dutch oven, but you gotta see the secret to this whole thing to keep it from crumbling.
Right. Now that's looking pretty good. It's like a course meal. And from there, we could do a tablespoon of caraway seeds. Let's give it a nice flavor.
And the box actually happened to be
2 cups.
2 cups. So that's perfect.
2 cups of raisins.
Now you need 2 eggs, right? And we want those beaten.
Correct. That's the 2 eggs, and then we do 1 1/3 cups of buttermilk. And the rest is just stirring it in. As you can see, we're getting into a nice heavy dough. And I think we're almost ready to dump it out. And put it out on the cutting board, a little flour on the board. And we just take it, just shape it all into a ball, try to compress it a little bit.
And now we're gonna grease this cake pan, right? Only because I had the brush out here.
Beautiful.
All right.
And just put that down. And that will be our Irish soda bread. One key thing we have to do is cut an X right through it. And that prevents it from cracking. Now, brush it down with some milk. And we're all set to go in the oven.
All right, our Dutch oven is nicely preheated at this point. I had a chimney going with some coals, got rip roaring hot. And what I like to do is I like to use the ring method. Huge fan of that method. It maintains about a 350-degree temperature on the ovens, no matter what size, because the diameter goes up. The bigger the oven, goes down the smaller the oven. So I have a nice ring of charcoal down below. I have one on top, and it should just do the job. We'll keep replenishing that. When you're in the house, how do you bake off your soda bread?
I normally go an hour at 375.
Okay, so 375. This is probably gonna be about 350. I don't wanna burn it. We're only making one of these today. So we'll keep an eye on it. I have a trivet in there. And what that's going to do is just going to keep that cake pan off the bottom just a little bit so the bottom doesn't scorch. And we're going to just keep watching the coals. We'll watch for steam to come out. And when we could smell it, we know it's probably pretty close to done. So without further ado, let's get this bad boy in there.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
There we go.
All right. Cannot wait. It's been almost exactly an hour and 20 minutes, so we were pretty good on that.
Yeah.
We've maintained our ring, we replenished our coals, we did our rotation, and this guy's ready. So Phil, I think we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna hack off a piece so that we could taste something, but then you're gonna show everybody the secret.
Okay,
Let's
I'm ready to go.
All right, so just dump it out.
Just dump it out. There we go.
Oh, look how beautiful that came out.
Nice and brown on the bottom. Nice brown crust on the top. Beautiful. Nice and moist on the inside.
Oh man, that looks fantastic.
Beautiful raisins. Looks
All right,
great.
so what is the secret?
The whole secret is, as soon as you take it out of the oven, you have to wrap it in saran wrap. What that does, it holds all the moisture in, keeps it a nice moist bread, and it'll stay nice and moist. Easy to slice, and it's just a wonderful bread that way.
And if you wanted to, you could pop it into the freezer because it's already wrapped.
Oh, yes,
Or,
yes,
I mean,
of
obviously, warm is good too.
Right.
But if you're not ready, wrap it and it won't crumble.
I don't think I'll ever make it to the freezer because
Yeah, this
it's
one's
just
not
that
gonna, we'll
good.
show you how we do it, but we're not gonna actually.
It's just that good.
All right, let's wrap her up.
Okay.
While you do that, I'm gonna butter this guy up.
Okay, you do that.
Get some Kerrygold. Beautiful. Beautiful,
Okay.
beautiful. All right, let's go. There you are, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.
That's very good. You definitely smell the caraway seeds, huh?
Yeah. So flavorful. You know, it's got a little crumble to it, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not like just falling apart in your hand. I mean, you know, it's nice and moist. Raisins are so good. This is a home run. Phil, thank you so much for coming out, showing us how to do this. We've got some corned beef going off to the side. We're gonna slice this up. It's never gonna make it to the freezer, trust me. Again, thank you so much. Guys, get out there and cook.